Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Turn the page, Bob Seger. My name's Keith Williams of Fret More Guitar Lessons, where we fret more, stress less, and make a whole lot of music. We're going to do some of that tonight, and I hope you're having a great Friday night. Great old song here, Take Those Old Records Off the Shelf, and that's a different song, but anyway, same guy. So anyway, we got 4 chords tonight, so pretty simple song, and we got a lot. It's a little longer song than some, but it's real repetitive, so it's real easy to learn. So I'm going to move this microphone, and we're going to jump right into this thing. Hey, if you could give us a thumbs up on this, by the way, if it's something that you like and want to see more of, and subscribe to us and share us on social media, would be great. And so anyway, here we go. We're going to start out in E minor, pretty simple chord, just two fingers on that one. And you can play that however you want to. And if you want to play it with the first two, I play it both ways, just depending on kind of what key I'm in. But if I'm in G, I'll jump over and do it that way. But we're kind of starting out in the E minor here, okay? So E minor, we got a D in there, got an A. You can get that A however you want to. I get it with 2 fingers. You can get it with 1. You can get it with 2 or 3 or whichever 3 you want. And then we got a C in there, okay? All right, that we use in the chorus only, okay? And so basically the progression of this, the chord progression is just E, D, and A throughout all the verses, which is the longest part of the song. And then when we get to the chorus, it's mostly E and D, or E minor and D, back and forth. And then we go to the A at one point in time, and then we go to a C, back to D, and on down the line there. But so I'm not going to go through every verse because I've got a cover out there, by the way. Let me mention that. I'll put a link to that cover down in the description. You can follow along with it. Of course, you can follow along with Bob's as well, but you can follow along and actually see the changes on mine. And it's the same key he does it in and everything like that. But so you can still play along with either one. But sometimes it's nice to see the chords and see the changes and all that. So I'm just going to go through a little bit of this. Once you get, like I said, the chorus is the same all the way through, and the verses are going to be the same melody all the way through as well. All right. So of course he starts out with a sax solo. We don't have a sax with us, and so I'm not going to get into the guitar trying to mimic that at all today. We're just going to do the chords, but I might do that later on. So I'm kind of doing some hammer-ons, kind of give it a little bit of flair. So I'm just raising up my ring finger. You can raise up your middle finger. You can do both of them, or either or whatever you want to do. And I was doing a little finger picking. You can do that with a pick, or you can just strum it. Either way you want to do it, okay? On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, now to D, you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. Now to A, you can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. Sometimes I'll stop, and he does some stops in there too. I'm not sure I'm doing them all the same way he does it, but it doesn't matter. You just do your own kind of version of this thing and have fun with it, okay? So that's the first, I guess you'd call that the first verse there, okay? All right, here's the first part of the first verse, either way. Here's the second part. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish the trip was through. See there, I'm doing a hammer-on both fingers just when I'm going to that. Just do a little. Kind of just gives a little bit of extra something there, especially if you're playing by yourself. It kind of adds a little extra to the music, and Makes it a little more fun, I guess you might say. So anyway, that as you see, that's really the song right there, besides the chorus, and we're going to get to that here in just a minute. But so that's whether that's considered 2 verses or one verse, but it's 2 progressions that it goes kind of through there, and everything. So there's a change up there, so it's like 2 verses. Okay, so it's going to be that way all through the song. It's just E minor, D, and A. Okay. Throughout all those verses, all right. So you've got. So anyway, I'm gonna go through the chorus now, and then I'll kind of talk you through the rest of the verses, but I won't, go through each of them. Okay. All right. So here we go, going into the chorus. All right. And like I say, it's a little different because this is just E minor and D back and forth a little bit, and then it goes to the A and then to the C. All right. So here I am, D, on the road again, back to E minor. Here there I am, up on the stage. Here I go. There's A playing the star again. Now the C. There I go. D. Turn the page back to E minor. Okay, and so that's the whole song right there. Okay, so you got that part. You got the whole song. And so, like I said, there's the next section before the second time he does the chorus, and like I say, whether this is 3rd and 4th verse or third or 2nd verse, whichever, it goes through the same thing. Okay, so you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you. You're shaking off the cold. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Back to E minor, okay? Most times you can't hear him talk, but the times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? Now to A. You always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Okay? And that's all of that part. Then we go into the chorus again. And then we go into the last verse. Or verses, okay, and again, it's the same progression: E minor, D, and A, and then we do the chorus. And I was trying to remember how he does. I haven't listened to it, but a lot. But I was trying to think how he does it because the lyrics I had, there was 2 choruses at the end. So what I did is I did just the normal chorus, and what I mean by normal, he goes up real high on one of them, and you don't have to do that if your voice, is not. Where you can reach those notes or whatever, it's quite all right because he gets up there a little bit and stretches it out some. So you don't have to do that. But what I did is I did the chorus, the last chorus after that 3rd section, and then I did the chorus again and I went up. So here I am, did that part. Okay, on the road. So you can do that however you want to, and then I just ended it with turn the page. What I'm doing there is just a hammer on the 5th string, and then on the 4th string, strumming. And I ended up something like that right there. So you do it however you want to, but that gives you the chord structure and the progression and everything, and you can play around with it and kind of make it your own, have fun with it. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Again, if you could give us a thumbs up on this, subscribe to us if you would. Check out our links down below in the description. Check out that cover if you want to follow along with that. And share us on social media and check out our other videos out there. Lots and lots of lessons and covers and some original songs if you care anything about that. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.